do day 236 and 237 since I was super duper tired yesterday and didn't get to do it. So we're gonna, yesterday's high for day 236 was 72 degrees, even though it felt a little warmer to me than 72, but it was 72. So we're gonna attach the, looks like the Jade for the next row. And I just attached it. We're gonna chain one and we're gonna turn. So yesterday was my first full day, was my first day back home. I flew back in on Wednesday, late Wednesday night. I got back. We were supposed to get back at like 10 o'clock, but after going through customs and everything, I flew back from Heathrow Airport. So after going through all of that, let me cut this. Our flight, first let me tell you about this day. So we start off the day, my family and I went on a trip to London because my cousin got married. So we were in London for a couple of days, and then we said since we're already going to be on that side of the world, let's go to Paris since none of us had ever been to Paris for a couple of days. So Wednesday was the day that we returned home. We were still in Paris. So we had to catch the Eurostar like bullet train from Paris, which is a little over 2 hours. So we caught that train at like 7 o'clock in the morning, Paris time. Paris is 6 hours ahead of where I am right now. Back to London, and London is 5 hours ahead from where I'm at right now. So we caught the train at like 7:13 to be exact, and then that train was on time, and we got back to London, I believe, at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So London time. So we got back to London around 8:30, and then from there, me and my family, well, some of my family had a flight, so they headed straight to the airport, but the rest of my family, we had some time. Our flight wasn't leaving till late at night, so we decided to explore London a little more. So we walked around. There were 7 of us. So we walked around. We put our luggage up in a little place where you can store luggage for a couple hours. I believe it is £5 per bag that you store, plus I think like a dollar 75 pound fee just for just in case anything happens to your luggage, like what do you call it, insurance. So basically 675 per bag. So we did that and we walked around for a little bit, and then we decided to, I think we left at like 2 to look for a car. Now, the problem is since there were 7 people, and the most that the cabs in front of like the area we were at would take was 6, and then we would have to order 2 Ubers. And I had family members, even though there was an underground train to go straight to the trains to the airport, I had some family members who had some challenges with walking. So them catching the train with their luggage was not an option. So we had to find a van that would take all 7 of us. So we're going to day 137, and the high is 82 today. And so we're going to use this pale plum. Let me find, yeah, this side, and attach it to the end of this row. Chain one, and we're going to turn again. So we found a guy who said, oh, he'll take us, but he had to drop off his last, he had a ride, so he'd be back in 10 minutes. So within that 10 minutes, we went to go pick up our luggage and meet him back at the spot that we originally saw him at. We waited, we got our luggage, which actually didn't take long. I think I messed up somewhere. Why did I cut the pail? I cut the wrong one, that's why. I might as well just take this off. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off. Cut the wrong one. So we started over, and I'm gonna attach it again. Talking and trying to do stuff at the same time is not my ministry. Chain one, we're gonna turn. So we went to go pick up our luggage, which was quick and easy. The only problem with that, the luggage area that we found was down some steps, so we had to carry our luggage. And since we were away for like a week, some people had large luggages with everything, and we had all had to have outfits for the wedding, so there were some things in there. So it wasn't like small items, and people had souvenir shopping, so the bags were heavy, dragging up and down the steps. So that was one challenge. But anyway, we got our luggage, and we go to meet the guy, and my mom had got his number, and my father knew what he looked like, so that wasn't a challenge. We just had to look for him, and we stood in the exact same spot, never came. We called and he said, I'm 10 minutes away. Then we called again after 10 minutes. He said, I'm 5 minutes away. And there was a lot of traffic. But after a while, we were like, no, we just need to catch something else. So luckily for us, there was a guy who had just drove past with like a big van and he was able to take us all in one. He can get all our luggage because we had a lot to the airport. So that was cool. So he took us to the airport and we got there very early because it was an international flight. So we got there maybe 3 hours early. And of course, my aunt had an issue, but they had her name in the system wrong. She was fine flying out, but coming back home, they had her name in the system wrong. So we couldn't check in at a kiosk. We had to go to a person, and that was a challenge. And then I said I have family members with some disabilities. So they were supposed to get assistance, but their tickets didn't say they were getting assistance, but it said coming here that we would get assistance. So that was another challenge. Then a lady at security confused some family members. You know how you have to put liquids in plastic bags? They had their liquids already in plastic bags. She told them their plastic bags weren't good enough, so they were unpacking their suitcases at security. Then some people got patted down. It was just a lot. And then when we finally get to past security, they don't tell us our gate number. So we're waiting around. They say the gate number will be announced 30 minutes before boarding. So we're waiting around. Finally announced our gate, and the gate number was in two terminals over. We were in Terminal A. It was in Terminal C, so we had to catch the elevator to a bus, or to a train. Finally get there. The plane's delayed 20 minutes because of some issue with refueling. So you have to wait for that. And then I just checked on my phone, and I noticed that my ticket number had changed. So I went to the front desk, and this is the only good part of this story. I was bumped from my regular economy seat to first class. So that was amazing. And I got to sleep on the bed and lay back the whole flight. So that was it. And we arrived home later than expected, but thankfully we all arrived home safely. So that was my trip. I'll probably do a vlog later, but these are the last 2 days. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. Enjoy the beginning of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.